The Acolyte creator Leslye Headland confirms the Stranger was intended to be the first Knight of Ren. It was in the design of the character, as well as knowing that we were going to introduce Darth Plagueis.
Have you heard the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Who has to end up with Palpatine as his apprentice. Following the rule of 2, that limited the Sith to just 2 at any given time, a master and an apprentice. One way to keep it going is if the Stranger is the first Knight of Ren, part of a Sith adjacent culture that we know eventually survives.
But wait! There's more! Hang on to your seat, baby! Cause this one's a screamer!
The Stranger's real name may be Ren, says the Acolyte creator Leslye Blockhead. And since we never name him, you don't know. Does he have a first name? And then his last name is Ren? Is he the original Ren? It's a good way to nod to it, without having to give away too much information. Incredible! Simply incredible, people. A classic Disney Star Wars disregard of the established Disney continuity. I love this. It happens all the time. So if you didn't know, Kylo Ren is the moniker that Ben Solo took after he killed the original Ren, who was the original leader of the Knights of Ren. He's not even the only person to do this. After he abandons the Knights prior to the sequels, someone else takes on that moniker, using Ren to honor the original leader of that group. It was not the Stranger. It was literally a man called Ren. That is established Disney canon. And the reason I bring all this up is to highlight the fact that Disney have wasted so much time with their EU, not their expanded universe, the explaining universe, where they have to use all these comics and novels to explain things in their projects that don't make any sense. But there is clearly no reason for Disney fans to read these stories. What's the point? They might just retcon them. What's the point in getting invested? What's the point in being a writer and adding to the Disney canon of Star Wars when the creatives will just disregard your work? And keep in mind, The Acolyte is a show that Dave Filoni approved of. He approved and reviewed every script. There's this false line of thinking that's going around, spread by idiots like Den of Nerds and even probably Star Wars Theory, that Dave Filoni was trying to save The Acolyte. He did everything he could to make it better. No, idiot. He loved it. Just like he loves Rey and the sequel trilogy. And he does not care about the Disney EU, the comics, the novels. Why would he care about that? When he usurped the control of Star Wars with the TCW series, he used that to retcon the established Lucas canon, the expanded universe. He wanted to do his own thing, and he did not care what George Lucas thought.
I've always been a bit more in the Ahsoka Lives camp. And George has been very full on in the Ahsoka Dies camp. I think I've said that before, if not revelation for you.
That was pre-Disney, but he does it with the Disney canon as well. He does not care. He's retconned Ahsoka's story. He's retconned Maul's story. He will do whatever he wants. Star Wars is a playground for him to play with his original characters. And now that he's one of the CEOs, expect a lot more of this disregard for continuity. Caring about continuity is what makes you a real Star Wars fan, in my opinion. If you don't care, if you think continuity is fluid and it can just be changed on a whim by any new creative that comes in, you're a dickhead. And listen, it's not just Fraud Loney, it's also Tony Gilroy. He is exactly the same.
And you talk about canon, I mean, canon doesn't, I usually try to deal with it and I'm really sympathetic and into it. I was annoyed to find out that somebody had, in the interim between Rogue and that, had written an origin story for K2, and it's like, no, I'm not paying attention to that. We're not doing that.
Are you retarded?
He does not care about continuity. He doesn't care about Star Wars. None of these people care about anything except the stories they want to tell, how they want to tell them. It is fucked up. These people creating these projects are the wrong people to be working on Star Wars. There are actual human beings out there who think that now that Filoni is the CEO, oh, Star Wars is saved, Star Wars is back, just give him a chance. If the majority of something is shit, then it is shit. And that is what Disney Star Wars is. And as long as these people have hold of it, that's what it's always going to be. Disney, they just need to give up. They are never going to save Star Wars, people. And a lot of you are easily tricked. For some reason, the second a good show or what you consider good content comes out, all of a sudden, oh, let's give them another chance. Let's give them another chance. Maybe they can do a good job. It's fucking stupid. You're an idiot. Wake up to reality. Disney can't do it. They've never done a good job handling this franchise. It's never going to change. And now that you have the Rey lover Filoni in charge, expect more sequel trilogy content. Expect that Rey trilogy to actually happen. He loves Rey. He loves the sequels. Everything you hate about Disney Star Wars, Dave Filoni loves.
Like, he's supposed to be this great guy, wiped out all these people. I don't know. She took that lightsaber and was like, I'm going to take you out. And she did. And I'm all for it. And she looked strong.
And he loves the Acolyte. He's not the reason it was cancelled. Kathleen Kennedy isn't the reason it was cancelled. For once, they realized they shouldn't dump a bunch of money into something that's not profitable. But that's not Dave Filoni's decision, and trust me, it wasn't Kathleen Kennedy's decision either. If Filoni could have gotten away with it, he would have let the Acolyte continue. If you're a true Star Wars fan, you would say, fuck Disney Star Wars. All of it can get thrown in the bin. Embrace real Star Wars, the Lucas canon. Become a true Star Wars fan today.